Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of CV's Creators Value. I'm your host, Francis, and today we're in for a treat. This episode is all about the transformative power of words, creativity, and storytelling. Our guest today is someone whose diverse body of work spans playwriting, songwriting, poetry, filmmaking, education, and we'll never know what else there would be in the future. A true creative polymath, an artist who has touched many lives with his profound stories, powerful lyrics, and thought provoking poetry. From the stage to the classroom, his work continues to inspire and empower audiences. Rod, welcome to the show. We are so honored to have you with us today.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
I am personally excited to know more about this, to know more about you, about your work, about your inspiration, and how it has transformed lives with your creativity. And so I would immediately begin by talking about your journey. What first inspired you to become a playwright, a songwriter, a poet, an educator? What ignited that creative spark?
Well, I would say that things started for me mostly in high school. I had to keep a journal for my English class, and my
Oh.
teacher said, "Oh, Rod, I love reading your journal. Your writing is very interesting. You keep doing it, will you?" And I said, "Sure, I will." And I met a friend who his name was Bob Hackett, and he kept a journal. He also worked on motorcycles and was totally cool. So I thought, well, if Bob Hackett can write poems, I can do it too. So I started working on that and did that through high school. And when I went to college, in high school I did some play. I was in some plays. I was lucky. I got
Oh,
some lead roles, like with a show called
oh,
Life with Father, and that
oh.
was a lot of fun. So I continued with the theater work at my college. I went to Ohio Wesleyan University. I took a playwriting course
Mm-hmm.
where the professor said, Rod, you can't just have people show up on the stage and do this and do that. It's all got to make sense. And I'm like, oh, so I'm not doing
Mm-hmm.
a very good job. So it kind of made me mad. So what I
Oh.
did is I wrote a short play called No Play, where I tried to break all the rules of theater. They weren't going to have any dialogue. The guy started
Huh?
to talk and he went, shh, no dialogue. Well, you got to have some dialogue in a play. We're going to do no play. And it goes in like that, where he breaks all the rules. He finally lets the guy say, well, can I answer, ask a question or something? How about my big line? Well, say it then. You're already talking. And so he says, well, how is this going to end? And then it's a blackout. That's how it ended. And then adapted some Kurt Vonnegut Jr.'s short stories, performed those in our little theater at the college, and I
Mm-hmm.
got to act in some plays. I was real lucky to get the lead role in, I don't know if I can say the title. What Shakespearean play can you not say the name? Macbeth.
Mm.
Supposedly it's cursed, so I hope I'm
It
not going to
is.
get hurt. Anyway, it was fun to have that lead role, and I was in love with my Lady Macbeth. That was only appropriate. So when she died, I felt very sad. The actress didn't die, but Lady Macbeth died. Okay. That's when I started to write some plays, just short things. But then throughout my life, as things happened, I used the inspiration of, well, what have I learned? I went to the theater one time and I saw a play called The Mystery of Edwin Drood. And it's like a murder mystery, who killed who and why did it happen? But they got near the end of the play and they said, well, at this point, the playwright died, so we don't know how it ends. So you get to choose the ending, you, our audience. And I thought, well, this is pretty amazing. I mean, we had some people in the play who could have been the murderer, and we got to, by
Mhm.
applause, choose who we wanted it to be. So I wrote a show called Love Hurts, but Murder Kills. And in that, there's this nightclub that's not doing as well as the mafia boss who owns the
Uh-huh.
place would like. He says, "Look, things better pick up around here, or we're going to be picking you up in pieces."
Oh.
Yeah. Right. So he said, "No, don't worry. I'm going to invite back all of the entertainers who ever entertained here. We'll do a big
Mhm.
show. It'll be great. People will flock to it, you know." So the thing is, though, when the actors came back, or the performers came back,
Mhm.
murders started to happen. And like
Oh.
finally, at the end, the mafia guy goes, "Hey, if anybody's going to do some killing around here, it's going to be me. I will decide."
Okay.
Now, and then he goes to one of the people in the audience, "You there, you there. Okay, it could be this guy, that lady, this guy, that lady. Who's it going to be?" And whoever they picked, I had to write a storyline that made them the murderer. So that was
Mm.
fun. And then I'm a real fan of a fellow named Jesus. Have you heard of him?
I
Ah,
guess I,
you have.
I meet him every night before going
There
to
you
sleep.
go. There you go. Talk to, hey, how am I doing, Lord? So I was like, Lord, it says in the Bible you're going to come back again, a second
Mhm.
coming. You know,
Mhm.
I can't wait. So instead of waiting, I decided to write a play called One More Time, where
One more
he
time.
comes back because a homeless kid says, "You know, Lord, things are tough here on the planet, and if you're ever going to come back, this would be a good time to do that." So he
Mm.
does. First person he meets is a drunk on asleep on a bench. He wakes him up. The drunk goes, "Oh, what? Oh, Jesus!" He goes, "No, no, you can call me Jesse." Who are you?" "Uh, Jesus." "What?" "Yes." I said, "Wow, can I follow you, man?" "Well, all right, I guess so." I'm looking for a hospital." "What? Are you sick?" "No, but there are some kids who are, and I want to see if
Mm.
I can help out." So he goes through a hospital, cures all the children,
Mm.
and he comes out, and who's waiting for him but a reporter from the newspaper. And she
Mhm.
goes, "Oh, you, you're the man. You just cured all those kids. That's wonderful. Oh man, you are going to be so famous. We'll get you on every TV show.
Oh.
It'll be marvelous." And he goes, "No, no, no, no. I don't want to do it that way. I just want to talk to a group of people like I did last time, and we'll go from there." She goes, "But
Mm.
who?" And he looks across the street and goes, "There's a bunch of folks over there. I'll talk to them." Turns
Mm.
out they're a street gang. So it's kind of exciting him trying to translate his biblical stories into words that they would understand. Like
Mm.
he did the parable of the hooker who helps a
Oh.
guy who's in trouble. It's like the
Mm.
Good Samaritan, right?
Good Samaritan.
So, and it's a musical, so they sing songs together. He heals somebody who's blind. And I have a
Mhm.
friend who's blind, and so she played that part. Now, she
Oh.
couldn't see when he healed her, but she could pretend she saw. So,
Oh,
you know, but it
okay.
was nice that we could do that. And the nice thing about making a play, or in this case, making it into a movie, is you can go to different places around town.
Stay tuned for the next episode.